All right, so here we go. Gold medal final. As we are going to welcome the archers to the field of play. Justin Hewish, Greg White joining you for this gold medal match. USA Archery 2022 U.S. Open here at the Greater Chester Valley Sports Complex in Malvern, Pennsylvania. Justin, who do we have coming up on the field of play?
Well, we have Brady Ellison from the United States, and we got Nicholas Dumore from the Virgin Islands. And this is going to be a really good match. Both these guys are highly ranked world archery and are definitely titans of the sport. This is not your typical local national bout going on here.
This is pretty incredible. Nicholas Dumore, of course, from the Virgin Islands, Olympic recurve since 2017. His first time shooting the U.S. Open. He was in the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo for the Virgin Islands. He lost in the first round. He's also been in the Yankton World Cup final. So his resume pretty stout. As for this guy, I think, is he new on the scene?
Yeah.
Is this his first tournament? No, of course not. This is Brady Ellison, an absolute legend in the world of Olympic recurve archery, and not just in the United States, but worldwide. Fellow Olympian, Justin Hewish, back in 1996. Of course, Brady Ellison, multiple World Cup. I mean, the resume is just long and distinguished, is it not?
Yeah, we don't have enough time to go down his resume.
Yeah. But let's put it this way. When you line up next to him, and you get you were shooting against Nicholas earlier today. When you line up against Brady Ellison, it definitely creates a new mindset. Looks like our first arrow of the day, even when this wind, is going to be a 10.
Yeah, that's what you have to do against Brady. You can't let any openings for him at all.
9.
So, you were shooting against Nicholas to get into this gold medal match. You won bronze earlier today.
9.
And what's weird is when you're shooting against a competitor, you kind of never keep an eye on them, do you?
You definitely try not to. It's not a good thing to do, to look down at their target, and especially if they're shooting well, it'll apply way more pressure. You know, sport of archery is something that you are competing against another person, but at the end of the day, you're just competing against yourself and shooting your own shot and trying to hit the middle. You can't really control what they do.
So what are you seeing so far out of?
Looks like a 10-10-9 from Nicholas.
Yeah, I know that, but I mean, what are you seeing from his shot? The guy's looking pretty good.
9.
Yeah, it's solid.
As opposed to this guy, he's a solid shooter, but early on advantage.
Yeah, it's really not much you can tell from that exactly. Brady will do the necessary corrections here. He's probably filling out the wind, like I was saying in the match before. You know, you got to give them a little bit of slack on the first end, and then we'll see what he can do right after this. Nicholas, of course, shooting the 10-10-9. That's what you need to do against Brady. You got to.
All right, so let's talk about feeling out the wind. Okay, is this an instance where, because it's slightly gusty here, is it a matter of aiming off, of you know, maybe moving the bow side to side, or are we talking sight adjustments here?
They're not going to make any side adjustments. It's just going to be aiming off. You know, they were over on the practice field just now, and they thought they got a good feel of it. But sometimes when you come over here, even if it's only 100 yards away, there's quite a bit of change. It could be the sunlight, it could be the wind, a few things. So you try to just aim off the way you were prior to in the practice, but if it goes off a little bit, you got to make the necessary adjustments and go from there.
For those that are new to archery, can you explain a little bit about what aiming off is?
So if they were aiming at the 10 ring and then they're drifting into the 7 ring low left, you'll just naturally aim high right and let the arrow drift into it. But in a day like today, when the wind is just changing so much, sometimes it's really difficult to peg it exactly, and so you kind of have to. It's a guessing game sometimes, and that's the beauty of this round being outdoors.
So here you are, gold medal match, recurve senior men here at the 2022 U.S. Open. Put us in the mindset of these athletes with the wind the way it is right now. Does it add to the stress of it? Are you happy to be in this position? How do you feel, and what do you think these archers are thinking about?
Well, Brady's definitely going to, like just right now, he shot the 10. He's just filling it out. He wants to just shoot his shot like he just normally does and try to apply pressure back on Nicholas. Some people are better wind shooters than others, and they'll take confidence of that. And some people don't like shooting in the wind, and that sometimes will make them shoot worse. So it just really depends on each person.
9.
9 points on that one.
See Nicholas just looking really solid there.
20-year-old who turns 21 relatively soon. Putting a nice one down. Range.
9.
And Justin, I'm watching you watch these targets. And when these archers in these conditions, which is varying, I mean, a moment ago we had wind. Oh, come on. Dude, under extreme pressure, you're going to drop a 30 at 70 meters with an Olympic recurve bow. Absolutely incredible shooting. The biggest thing for me is the fact that when we started this end, we had a wind that was blowing from right to left. Then all of a sudden it stops, and the flags are actually gently blowing from left to right. It is tricky out here today, and to drop that 30, what's your impressions?
Like we were watching him, he looked really solid on his shots there, so I don't think he had any real issues at all. Sometimes when you're shooting and you're aiming off and you might shoot a soft shot, you can get 2 wrongs to make a right, and you know, in the sport of archery that doesn't matter. You just want to hit the 10 and beat your component. It doesn't really matter how it happens.
Spectacular high-speed camera shots. That's to Nicholas's release. Looking as smooth
With a 30
out
on that
there, and
end,
obviously it
DeMore
pays
takes a
off with a
4-0
nice 30.
lead in this match.
But just like that,
Yeah,
4-0.
Yeah, he's up 4-0, and that's exactly what you want to do when you're shooting against Brady. Apply as much pressure as you possibly can. Shooting a 30 down there, because you know he can hear that it's a 30. He knows what's going on, and that's exactly what needs to be done when you're shooting against a highly competitive competitor like him.
So we're in set scoring system, which means that each end, which is every time we shoot 3 arrows, it's considered an end in archery. Whoever scores the highest amount of points gets 2 points per set. Unless the archers tie, then they split 1-1. So obviously the first 2 sets go to Nicholas DeMore. And Brady Ellison now trying to come back from behind, because the first person to 6 is going to be the gold medalist. They're going to win the 2022 U.S. Open here for USA Archery.
Ooh.
10.
That's 6 out of 7 10s he's shot so far. And Brady's really not shooting that bad. He's just kind of just a little bit outside the 9 there.
Oh boy.
9.
Brady Ellison is running out of points. A 10 right here is going to be... Oh.
10.
Wow.
Some days there's just nothing you can do. The other guy just has your number. But it's not too late here. Brady still can make a comeback.
That 8's not going to help.
8.
If he puts it in the gold, Nicholas DeMore is going to be your gold
7 to
medalist.
win.
Oh
my gosh.
10.
Another 10 and a gold medal.
That was an amazing performance there.
Wow. He only missed 1?
Just 1-9, that's it.
1-9 in 3 ends.
That is spectacular in this wind.
Wow. Nicholas DeMore, the 20-year-old, the pride of the Virgin Islands, comes here to Malvern, Pennsylvania, faces the juggernaut that is Brady Ellison, and put a stamp on it. Look how clean that target is. I mean, that is like every archer's dream. 1 in the 9, all the rest in the 10 ring. No question, no arrows needed to be called.
Yeah, I'd be going down the target and taking that thing home with me.
100%. I'd be like, please, can you guys hold on to that thing? I got to frame it so I can hang my gold medal right next to it. Wow.
Scores are confirmed. Winning the match
A nice
6-0 is Nicholas
shot,
DeMore, your 2022
and that is
USA
what
Archery
victory
US
looks like
Open recurve men.
for the 20-year-old.
What can you say?
Dude, I mean, it's absolutely nuts, right? What a move. Well, Nicholas, I mean, I don't even know what to say on that one. That was unbelievable. I mean, 1-9 in all 10s. Congratulations. How you feeling right now?
I feel pretty good with my performance. Definitely the wind was playing some tricks, but I think I managed it pretty well. Had a little discussion with my coach before coming out here. Didn't feel super comfortable in my semifinal or quarterfinal, and I'm glad I brought my best here. Yeah, I really wanted that win. I was working really hard to make this win happen, and I'm glad I had some clutch shots in the end and was able to make it happen.
some clutch shots at the end. That's kind of a funny way to put it, but look, you're going up against a juggernaut, you know, obviously in USA Archery, Brady Ellison. Did that play a role in your nerves at all at the beginning of the match? Because, I mean, you started things off as solid as you can.
No, I don't really have too many really nerves regarding Brady because, you know, I've competed with him before. We've been in World Cup matches together. He's gotten the better of me twice now. One time last year in the World Cup in Paris, he beat me in a shoot-off, and then this year in the second round of the World Cup in Antalya, he beat me 6-2. So I was glad that I could settle the score a little bit better and shoot my best here. So I was glad with the performance in the end.
Well, congratulations. You are the 2022 U.S. Open champion, and you get to wear that gold medal a little later on today on top of the podium. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
You too.